Joe Burrow remains sidelined as the Cincinnati Bengals announced he won't be activated for Sunday's game against the New England Patriots. Joe Flacco will start his sixth consecutive game, while Burrow continues recovering from the turf toe injury that required surgery back in September. Head coach Zac Taylor mentioned Burrow looks great in practice and has done everything possible, but with 2 games in 5 days, including Thursday's crucial division matchup against Baltimore, the team's exercising caution about his response to getting tackled in game conditions. Burrow opened his 21-day practice window on November 10th and specifically called the Thanksgiving game against the Ravens very meaningful, so expect him back for that division showdown if his toe continues progressing well. Jaxson Dart has been ruled out for the Giants' Week 12 clash with Detroit due to concussion protocol. Interim head coach Mike Kafka clarified this wasn't organizational overcaution, but rather Dart's actual lack of progression through the protocol. The rookie quarterback was limited in practice Wednesday and Thursday, but hasn't been cleared yet. This marks his second consecutive missed game after suffering the concussion in Week 10 against Chicago. The Ole Miss product has needed 4 concussion evaluations during his impressive debut season, prompting people inside and outside the organization to urge him toward more caution when running with the football. Through 9 games, Dart's posted 1,417 passing yards with 10 touchdowns against just 3 interceptions, plus 317 rushing yards and 7 rushing touchdowns, both tops among rookies. Aaron Rodgers remains questionable for Sunday's Bears game while dealing with a fractured left wrist. Head coach Mike Tomlin confirmed Rodgers won't need surgery, but the veteran wore a brace during limited participation in Thursday and Friday practices. If Rodgers can't go, backup Mason Rudolph will get the start against Chicago. Bucky Irving hasn't played since Week 4, but is trending upward according to Tampa Bay head coach Todd Bowles. The running back's been sidelined with foot and shoulder injuries, but returned to practice this week. Bowles mentioned Irving didn't handle being hurt for the first time in his career particularly well. The Buccaneers are eyeing their Week 13 game against Arizona as a potential return date. The Houston Texans don't expect Joe Mixon available this season as he continues dealing with his foot injury. Mixon landed on the reserve non-football injury list in late August and hasn't played all season. The injury kept him out of off-season activities, minicamp, and all of training camp. Josh Jacobs says if he misses any time, it won't exceed 1 game. The Green Bay running back suffered a knee injury during last week's Giants win and returned to limited practice Thursday after sitting out Wednesday. He's dealing with swelling and stiffness in the knee and is listed as questionable after being limited again Friday. The injury report shows significant impact across multiple contenders. Baltimore's without Rashad Bateman and Keon Martin. Kansas City has Isaiah Pacheco ruled out, with Xavier Worthy questionable. Green Bay's missing Nate Hobbs and Jaden Reed, with Quay Walker doubtful. Detroit faces a massive defensive challenge with Terrion Arnold, Marcus Davenport, Kirby Joseph, and Joshua Paschal all ruled out. Multiple key players, including Penei Sewell, remain questionable. Jacksonville's without Brian Thomas Jr., Trayvon Walker, and Yasir Abdullah. Arizona's missing Marvin Harrison Jr. due to appendicitis, along with Amari Demercado and Trey Benson. Atlanta's lost Drake London to a knee injury, while Philadelphia's without Lane Johnson. Tampa Bay has Jamel Dean, Ben Bredesen, and Hassan Reddick all ruled out. Cleveland's missing Dylan Gabriel to concussion protocol. The injury landscape is reshaping playoff races and fantasy lineups alike as teams navigate critical late-season matchups with depleted rosters.